Hey guys, and welcome back to more Realm of the Mad God. So we traded our sword in for a couple death pots. I saw the trading. I find death is more important for us right now than a little bit of damages. We still do good damage, and the sword really does a little bit less damage. Ooh, shoot. That was a big group of enemies I just walked into. When you get hit by a lot of bolts like that, it's good called getting shotgun. It's pretty rough. Good thing we had our extra defense and can do a better armor, but again, I kind of want to save it in case the character gets max. T12 armor is it's not like the rarest, but it's hard enough to come by that you don't want to just lose it. So, oop. Jins. What I like to do is just try to tank Jins. Use the ability to just try to tank them for the most part. So that's my tip for kind of fighting them with warriors. It's a little bit harder to do with other classes. That's a UL, undead lair, but I haven't been practicing undead lairs at all. That's the only thing. There's big groups like that. The longer range classes, like the wizards, have a lot of your classes, a lot easier time closing in. But just one enemy like that, you can often get the kill quite easily because you can just get right on them and do that damage. 3 Sprites. That's his enter one. Ooh, Sprite's way up there. I guess we can try it. So, Sprite World. It has moving floors, and it has random terrain as well as just random enemies, but it also has Sprite, like the bigger sprites. The same sprites are in the Godlands, but they actually in here they drop attack pots, so they could actually be worth fighting in here if you see one. Like there's one. So we attack there. Oh yes, take quite a bit of attack. We also got shotgun. It's hard not to get shotgun when you're on these moving platforms, because the enemy is right here. The platform automatically pushes you, and the warrior doesn't really have enough speed to counterattack that push effect. So I'm not that good at fighting Sprite with warrior. I'm used to fighting it with wizard, where you can kind of cheese ball them, but we'll give it a shot. See if we can just quickly heal up before. You want to try to get hits on them, just like constant hits. I think I definitely wasted my one spell there. Oop. Now I have to watch, keep a close eye on my health here. No. Got too low. Pretty much what I did wrong is I didn't have my special. If I would have had my special power, I would have just been able to just uber them. Most bosses aren't meant to fight yourself, especially not at my level and with my equipment. So they're kind of meant to run like with a team of 2 or anything, but it's easier kind of for me to talk to you guys if it's just one person. So, and it's hard to find good players to find with. That's what I found in Realm. Unless you're like a 1-8 and you want to join a guild, it's hard to find one person to play with. And then, again, you're playing with groups, not just one person, so always looking for new players to play with, so if you are interested in playing some Realm, yeah, definitely consider you. Ooh, we're blinded and there's a bunch of enemies there. Okay, we're not blinded. Oh. Quite a few enemies there. Okay. Like I said, I'm always careful when I'm around those big groups because you're a warrior on your own, so you have to get close to kill stuff, and I want to fight the Avatar. Avatar you have to fight in groups, and even then he can be difficult because he has shields for the most part. Then there's a part where you have to close in, but he really shotguns you hard. Ooh. I really got hurt. Can we get in here? Oop. Hey guys, and welcome to the Mad Labs. So the Mad Labs is a dungeon where there's kind of sequential puzzles and enemies through rooms, and you have to transert them. The cool thing about the labs is you can turn into an animal by walking into the green stuff and back to human, but there's a lot of cool animals you can turn into. I think that's a dog. Well, I might get so many dogs. These get cool stuff. Oh no, maybe that's a cat. I can't always tell. Squirrel. And while you're under the effects, you move faster. You just kind of attack snail. So these are the enemies of the Mad Lab here. I don't have to be too careful, but good to be always be a little bit careful. I think those shots will stun you. Trying to get in there and just hit them. Oh, those guys are, I think, are almost at the lab. Are they just rushing it? I think they're just... So they're doing a strategy that's called rushing. They just ran straight to the boss. So, Mad Lab, there's certain areas you can destroy. I'm not sure if this is... No. There's certain areas you can access, and if you destroy all the little gnome things, you get access to a second portion of the Mad Lab. Oh, I think that dropped. Nice. Aw, crappy studded leather. So, oops, someone dropped some. Nope, not dropped anything. Nice, untiered. Anyway, we'll go to the... Well, that's kind of you only get to see a snapshot because I got to the portal, but that's the nice thing about the warrior. You can just TP in and often get a drop. Let's play out card. So TP up, that's the boost that the paladin gives you. I'm not gonna fight those guys. Ooh, I'll fight a Medusa though. Oop. Just go to close it on the Medusa and something else comes in and spoils the fun. Hard to dodge stuff when there's like 3 godside gods on stacked on top of each other. Okay, got them. With that friend's help. Oop, shoot. Got hit by a Medusa there, that's pretty hardcore. See if we can find another dungeon to show you. Oop. If you rotate the Godlands, you also get yourself rotated in Nexus. This can be a little bit annoying. Always ignore the chat that happens in there. It's pretty much just people spamming. Either bots trying to sell you in-game stuff for real money, or people trying to trade in-game stuff for in-game stuff, which I think is usually kind of lame. So. Oop. I think I still attacking those. Oh, there's 2 groups. What they do is they heal each other. Oop, shoot, there's quite a bit of stuff there. So they're not really worth fighting together. If there's 2 groups on top of each other, like, totally forget it. Like, no hope. Man, I'm just getting owned here in the Godlands right now. A lot of very high god density. Again, too many gods together makes it hard to kill the god you're aiming at. That's why I like using range classes, because you can just kind of outrange a lot of the gods. Hop out there. When you hop out, you can see how much. Okay, so I actually had quite a bit of health, but it's kind of a better safe than sorry principle most of the times. And you can just see how crazy US West is. There's just billions of people trading at all times. I don't see why they just don't use rail buy. You can still farm while waiting for people to respond to your rail buy. Way better. But people do what people do. Then you have like people who, like 60 people go to one abyss. So this is a gauntlet's trade. So trades usually favor people with either high damage or... Oh, that's just another avatar, which is lame. So I love how they call it a trade, but it's like, no, it's just people running towards avatar. Perfect, I'll drop from that guy. Oh, it's a crappy wing. Oop. Oh, okay, what I did there is I rotated my camera, then I pressed the reset camera view button and flipped my camera back around. So. You always want your camera facing up if you can help it, because the up is the view you can see the most from. So. Keep being groups of just big gods that are ruining. Now I feel bad about this video. It's not really that interesting. It's me mostly going to Nexus, but like I said, you really don't want to get yourself in trouble and lose your character over just like not wanting to Nexus. Especially if you're making a video, because then you look really dumb because you die in the video. So I'll put back in. This might be get a little bit. Not really. Oh, I must have got silenced or something, lost all my mana, that sucks. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of look at Realm of the Mad God. It's quite an interesting little game, and there's a lot to see, a lot to learn. I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it. Especially if you have friends who play it, it gets so much funner with friends, so definitely recommend that. To get a group together who plays, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous game to play. So, anyway, I think we'll call it an episode there for Realm of the Mad God. We'll be back in the next one for more content. Later, guys.